If you want to grow on YouTube in 2026, there's one decision that will determine almost everything that comes after. Your niche, not your camera, not your editing, not even your ideas, your niche. Because your niche decides who watches your content, how often you can post, how fast you grow, and how much money you actually make. And here's what most people don't realize. Your niche is not just a topic, and it's a system that either pushes your videos forward or quietly holds them back. And the biggest mistake most beginners make is choosing a niche based on emotion. They pick what they like in the moment, not what they can realistically build for years, so they start strong, then lose interest, then quit. Or worse, they stay consistent, but in a niche that doesn't reward them. So let's fix that. Here's how to actually pick a niche that works in real life. Step 1. Start with what you can tolerate talking about for a long time, not what sounds exciting for a week. Ask yourself, if I had to make 100 videos on this topic, would I still be interested after video 30? Because YouTube is repetition, not inspiration. And people underestimate how fast burnout happens. When you don't genuinely tolerate your niche, you start forcing ideas. And forced content is always noticeable. Step 2. Look for demand, not just interest. A niche can be fun, but if nobody is searching for it, it dies quietly. You want topics people are already consuming, people already watching, already searching, already engaging. Because you are not creating demand, you are joining it. And that difference is everything. Step 3. Check if money exists in the niche. This is where most people get it wrong. Views are not the same as income. Some niches get millions of views but pay almost nothing. Others get fewer views but pay extremely well. You want advertisers who spend money, or audiences who already buy products in that space, because that's what turns content into income. Think about it like this. Attention is good, but monetized attention is what builds a channel. Step 4. Study existing channels, not to copy them, but to understand reality. Look at creators in the niche and ask, are they growing? Are they consistent? Do they look like they can still grow further? Because YouTube leaves clues everywhere. If multiple channels are stuck at the same level, that niche might be saturated or dying. If new channels are popping up and still growing, that's a strong signal. For example, in personal finance, channels like Graham Stephan and The Financial Diet show long-term demand. In AI, creators like 2-Minute Papers and Deep Learning AI show how fast the space is expanding. In education, channels like Veritasium and TEDx Talks show evergreen stability. You're not copying them. You're checking if the ecosystem is alive. Step 5. Find your angle inside the niche. This is where most people lose. A niche is not your identity, it's your starting point. Inside every niche, there are sub-angles. Different ways to explain the same topic, different personalities, different storytelling styles, different levels of depth. Two creators can be in business, but one focuses on startups, another on side hustles, another on psychology of money. Same niche, completely different positioning. And that's where growth actually happens, because people don't just follow topics. They follow perspectives, they follow voices, they follow clarity. And if your angle is too generic, you become forgettable. Step 6. Test before you commit. You don't need to marry your niche on day 1, you just need to validate it. Post a few videos, see what actually gets attention, see what you enjoy repeating, see what feels natural to explain. Because your analytics will always reveal more than your assumptions. Sometimes, what you think will work, doesn't. And what you didn't expect, starts performing. That's normal. Now here's something most people avoid hearing. There is no perfect niche. There is only a workable niche that you stay consistent in long enough to win. That's it. Because YouTube doesn't reward the smartest idea. It rewards repetition over time and compounding effort. One video doesn't build a channel. 50 to 100 consistent videos do. So don't overthink it. Don't wait for the perfect idea. Don't chase trends without direction. Pick something with real demand, real audience, and real staying power. Then commit. Because in 2026, the creators who win are not the ones who picked the best niche. They're the ones who stayed in one long enough to matter. And that's something most people underestimate. Consistency in the right direction is more powerful than talent in the wrong niche. So before you upload your next video, then stop asking, what niche is perfect? And start asking, can I stay here long enough to win? Because that question is what actually builds channels, and if you get it right, everything else becomes easier from there. And if you're serious about growing on YouTube in 2026, not just getting views on, but actually building a real income, subscribe to Income Stick. Because here, we don't chase random views. We build systems that turn content into money.